What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about my potential, probably large mistake. So if you want to stay and enjoy the future pain and suffering that I'm going to have, stick around. But really, we're going to be talking about Kadena today. So if you guys are not in Kadena or weren't a part of Kadena, you didn't mine any Kadena. Kadena was a coin that came out. It's been out for a while now. Let's see here. It doesn't say on CoinMarketCap, but it's been out for a while. And if we zoom all the way out, all time, CoinMarketCap's been keeping track of it all the way back May of 2020. So she's got like 5 years plus under her belt. Well, here recently, within the last couple weeks, the Kadena team, because it was based around like a company kind of structure, they were done. They were gone. They actually, let me pull the Twitter post up so I can quote it. But they basically went out of business, and you can see where they dumped the coin along the way. So Kadena. Kadena.io, and this was October 21st. We regret to announce that the Kadena organization is no longer able to continue business operations and will be ceasing all business activity and active maintenance of the Kadena blockchain immediately. We are tremendously grateful to everybody who has participated in this journey with us. We regret that because of market conditions, we're unable to continue to promote and support the adoption of this unique decentralized offering. We have notified our staff that we will be ceasing operations. We are retaining a small team for handling this period of transition, and wind down. For any questions and concerns, please contact operations@kadena.io. Basically, they were like, it's time. We're done. We're broke. We ain't making no money. Kadena had been going down for a long time, but I didn't know that. I mean, I guess something like this could always happen, especially if a blockchain is based around, like, centralized around a company. But what I saw happen immediately after caught my interest. Because at first I'm like, oh, it's dead, and the coin dumped down from, let's see, what was it? It was floating in like the 20-cent range, 22 cents, and then literally on, October 21st, when they announced this, it dumped down to 5 cents, and then since then it's just been burning down, all the way up until yesterday. It hit 0.006, so just over half a penny. We'll get into where it's at right now, because today it's at 4.2 cents. I know. Just calm down. It's only 4 cents. But why? Why is it up 300%? Or let's see here. Hold on. In the last 24 hours, why is it up 314%? Because the Kadena blockchain did a hard fork, and they're no longer on the original path. So the original dev team, I guess, doesn't have, they're not there anymore. So they don't, it's not on their mission path or whatever. I don't know exactly what hard forked, but it was spearheaded and led by, I think, Dan Keller of Flux. I saw he made a post, and let's see here. He had made a post that was like, hey, let's get this into the community's hands. I'm just going to summarize what I remember reading. Let's get this into the community's hands, and let's save this blockchain. Let's save this chain. He's most notably, I guess he's the CEO of Flux. Let's see here. CEO or founder. Anyway, big part of Flux, which is another cryptocurrency. And I don't know if, I know he helped out. I don't know if it's like the Flux team or he had put a team together. But they set up a hard fork for the community to take over control of Kadena. And it was an overwhelming success. all the miners pretty much jumped over. I think Antpool yesterday, which Antpool was one of the larger ones, had said that they had flipped over as well. So they're on the hard fork chain. So it's like the community chain has taken over. And now, if we go over to mining pool stats, let's go to Kadena. KDA. There we go, Kadena. There is 110 petahash online, and from what I understand, everybody except for Hash Pool and Dog Pool flipped. So you have NT Miner, DX Pool, Ant Pool, F2 Pool, and PoolFlare.net all flipped over to the Kadena community chain. And at 110 petahash, that's no small fry. That's a good amount of hash power. Obviously, it is still down from, let's see here, last 7 days it was around, well, actually 7 days ago it was at 115. So it's actually not even down that much. It went down to 72 petahash at one point, and that was the switch over from what I understand. Now there is an issue because not all exchanges have followed suit. I believe right now you can go over to the price chart. Let me actually show you this. Hold on. So you can go over to the price chart and you can see that Binance shows KDA or Kadena at 0.0057. So half a penny. That's because that's the old Kadena. Now you can see that like Gate has it at 4.3 cents. That's the new community Kadena. The issue is they're sharing the same ticker. So until like Binance switches that over, it's all going to be mixed into the same thing. So right now it shows 3.4 cents, but if you're on Gate, it's 4.3 cents. If you're on Bitmart, it's 4.2 cents. CoinX 4.2 cents. DigiFinex 1.5 cents. Gate with the BTC pairing 4.2 cents. So you can see the guys that switched over and the guys that didn't. Binance TH, half a penny. Now Binance did announce that they were going to be delisting Kadena, but then some people noted that in the wallet it now has Kadena under maintenance and it says hard fork / reorganization. I don't know if that means that they're potentially putting in the work to switch that over, or if they're still going to be delisting it. It would be nice if Binance stays on board because Binance is definitely a big player, but at least they didn't lose all their exchanges in the process. So if you mine it, you can still get rid of it one form or fashion. Now, speaking of mining and profitability, is it profitable to mine? Let's go to ASIC profitability. We'll go to mining now, and then let's click on a Kadena. So at 14 cents a kilowatt, nothing is profitable. None of the miners are profitable, but let's see what price they're pulling. So let's just grab the KD box right here. They're pulling the price for Kadena at 3.4 cents. Okay, so they're pulling it correctly now. They weren't pulling it correctly earlier because they were going off of, I believe, Binance API. So if you had a machine hosted and you were able to get 7 cents and you're on Kadena, let's see here. Let's look at the big boys. So the KA3, for example, that's the biggest, baddest, newest. No, it's not the newest. The IB Link's actually the newest. But the Antminer is still more efficient. Okay, well, so biggest, baddest, and looks to be the most efficient Kadena miner is the KA3, 166 terahash at 3,154 watts. So at 7 cents per kilowatt hour, you're burning $10 a day. You're only making $3 a day. And the fact that Kadena is a little over 3 cents, it makes it easy to extrapolate that if the network hash rate and the network difficulty didn't change, and Kadena went to 10 cents roughly, this would now be break even. So now looking down here, you're earning right now 112 Kadena per day. 112 Kadena per day. That's not bad. So what's that come out to in a week? Hold on. Quick math. 112 times 7. So about 784 a week. 112 times 30. About 3,360 in a month. So I mean, there's an opportunity to yield mine here, maybe potentially. Now, what mistake did I make? I bought KA3s. I did. Now, obviously, this isn't going to like ruin me or put me in the ground or, that kind of thing. This is all just extra money that I had from mining and, YouTube and that kind of thing. So, anyway, I got me a KA3, actually got a couple of them, and they're on the way. And we're going to be plugging these things in, and you guys are going to watch my journey of fame and glory or burns into the dust and never makes any money. So, I'm gonna mine Kadena, and we're gonna see how it turns out. For some reason, by the way, this is not financial advice. Please don't listen to me. I make tons of mistakes daily, so I'm just a guy in a box showing you what I'm doing. Now, how's this gonna turn out? I don't know. I'd love to see Kadena go back to 20 cents. Because at 20 cents, that'd be, close to $20 a day. This thing would be profiting $10 a day. And the price that I got this KA3 for, that would be amazing. If you go over on eBay right now, people are dumping Kadena miners because they're not profitable. And a lot of people don't even want to deal with them. But like KA3 miner, let's see here. There's one $540 shipping. That's an Avalon. That's Bitcoin. Here's one $414 shipping. 850. That's a little expensive. 700. That's expensive. 499. So yeah, potentially less than $500. You guys can. I mean, by the way, this is not me telling you what to do. Don't do it. Actually, don't go do this. You can scoop up the biggest, baddest miner. Now, here's my tinfoil hat theory. Since Kadena publicly, their company went out of business, and also they're not profitable, and then they had a hard fork, and lots of, turmoil and chaos. Right now, Kadena is not on the map of any ASIC manufacturers. So, nobody is going to be going out of their way to make the next Kadena miner. No, not at all. So, the only Kadena miners are the ones that are already out there. So we've already seen potentially the peak of network hash rate. If I went back and looked, I think it peaked somewhere around, let me go back. I think it had peaked somewhere around almost 200 petahash. So that means if everybody came back online, the difficulty would, obviously go up, but it wouldn't be exponential. It could only, less than double in hash rate from right here. So that's good, because if price comes back and profitability comes back, then it's not going to be wham, new miner right on our heads. Potentially, I don't know. They might spin up and come out with KA7 tomorrow. Bitmain might be just drop it on our heads. But I think it's not on their radar. So I mine now at a loss, but I'm stacking the coins because I feel, and by the way, not financial advice, don't listen to me, I feel like Kadena is going to appreciate. Then, once it gets, profitable, all the stuff that I had mined before is money, and I'll still be making money because it'll be profitable. I don't know. It sounded good in my head. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Did I do good? Did I do bad? Is it going to go good? Is it going to go bad? This is one of those plays, I've done this time and time again with different stuff on different coins, and mine a little bit of this for a couple months and then see how it turns out. I never am super public about it, but I figured this would be fun. This is probably, this is on the bigger side because I didn't already have hardware that could mine it. It's a little bit easier when you own something a Shaw 256 coin popped up, and let's try it, see what it turns into. Let's mine it. Not the case with this scenario. I had to buy the miner. Yeah, but anyway, thank y'all for coming out. I really do appreciate it. See you on the flip side, and I'll see you down there in the comments section. Adios.